I want to touch on why addressing any internal perspectives or self-beliefs that have been created or have been used as a form of survival if you have gone through emotionally abusive households in your young age, how those things are going to be what's the most important thing to start to change, transform in yourself in order to be able to actually put into practice whatever you're learning, right? Because you could watch 20, 30 different podcasts, endless TikToks, endless mental health, endless self-help stuff, right? You could read all the books, but if you're not able to put them into practice, put the things that you're learning about, any techniques, any boundary settings, any changing of words that you're using into actual practice, right? Into an actual action in your life, then what good does all that knowledge do? It may just make everything more convoluted, harder to see, harder to find simple solutions for yourself. So by first digging into yourself and seeing whatever was the root cause for all of these behaviors, these thought patterns, this overthinking, right? This anxiety that you may be feeling. By digging into those first, it's like clearing a path for yourself to be able to see what it is that you need to do, right? And once you acknowledge that those things were what was keeping you from taking action, right, or from being able to move forward with what you know now, that's how you're going to be able to find a better way to maneuver through whatever it is that you've had difficulties in, whether it's in social situations, communicating with others, your own partners, right, whether husband, wife, whatever it may be, whatever you've been struggling with, getting rid of those internal emotions, sensations, right, that keep you bogged down, right, keep you scared, keep you connected to any fears that they're arising from. It's very hard to get any sense of discipline or any sense of self-motivation, any sense of momentum going towards your goals and what you're trying to accomplish, right? A lot of the times people are simply living life in spite of those things, right? In spite of ever having to face them. They just get lucky. They find their own little ways of going through any difficult situations for them, whether it's avoiding conversations altogether or minimizing any contact they have with others, or in their own relationships, they isolate, they avoid confrontation, right? Those fears of getting into arguments and getting belittled or getting demeaned by somebody they love is a reflection of what they went through with their parents. So they avoid it altogether in their adult life. Hopefully this can connect anything that you're going through now with what was happening in your past, right? It's very important that you are able to do that for yourself so that you can realize that you're not somebody that's flawed. You're not somebody that has something wrong with them. It's simply mechanisms and ways that you used to survive, right? To go through those different that you used to use to go through that difficult household you grew up in, right? Whether it was a parent or both parents that were never truly there for you, right? Or that simply provided everything physical for you and had a household for you, but never helped you acknowledge any difficult emotions or situations that were actually happening in your life, right? They may have avoided the conversations. They may have put their problems in front of yours or simply told you that they had it much worse than you. So you need to just toughen up, right? And a lot of times that's the worst way to go through things because it's going to begin to create those fears in you, right? Those mechanisms that I touched on in the beginning. And that's where they arise from and they continue growing with you throughout your life, depending on what it is you set out to do. So I hope this gives you some clarity and it gives you some hope, like a light at the end of the tunnel, right? Of something that you can do to start to actually make progress in your life and find new experiences, new relationships, new types of relating to others, right? And I promise this is the best way to get to that, right? To address the root issues first.